What's going on YouTube? Steve V here with another video. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Really appreciate you guys coming into the Man Cave Arcade, hanging out with me for a little while. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about the image that we got today from a Costco. And that is of the newest XL that came out from Arcade1Up. Now, I need to start by saying that I was actually pleasantly surprised when I seen this cabinet. Now, last week, we got some info that a new XL had come to the ports. And what we saw on this sheet was a goldentee 3D / Midway Legacy XL cabinet. Now, a lot of people assumed that this cabinet was going to be a half goldentee 3D, half Mortal Kombat cabinet. And when I watched the videos talking about, the rumor that it could be that combo, I thought this is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard of. I thought it was going to be a straight up disaster, not because I thought these were two titles that just wouldn't sell. I actually thought this cabinet had the potential of selling well if it was those two titles. I just couldn't understand the mismatch of those two titles being together on one cabinet. But Arcade1Up surprised me. They put out this cabinet today. Obviously, again, showed up at a Costco. And pretty much what it is it's Arcade1Up's version of a cabinet called the Arcade Legends. But they're calling it an Arcade Classic. And basically what the Arcade Legends cabinet was it was a multi-cade that was available for mostly, I think, home consumption. But it definitely ended up at some bars and some, arcades. And basically what this cabinet consisted of was a lot of great score chasers and a lot of great arcade games from back in the day. And I'm talking about Midway games, I'm talking about Capcom games, Atari games, Data East games. It had the goldentee games. Really the only thing it was kind of missing was Namco games. I don't think there was a lot of Namco games on there, if any. But I could be wrong by that. You guys can correct me if some Namco games were on there, but to my memory, I don't think they did have any. But it had a lot of great games from all these different licensees. And basically what Arcade1Up did was they took the goldentee games that were on your XL and Deluxe cabinet, so your goldentee classics, and then Shuffle Shot and World Class Bowling. And then they have 10 Midway games, which were a lot of these score chasing games on the Midway Legacy cabinets, but there's no Mortal Kombat games. They added Gorf, which I believe was only on a head-to-head table, also known as a cocktail table, and Sinistar, which I think was only on a partycade. I don't think that was ever on a stand-up cabinet. So, in my opinion, with the 10 goldentee games and the World Class Bowling and Shuffle Shot, and then the 10 Midway games that they added onto this cabinet, this is one of the best cabinets they've ever done, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is because I think this cabinet appeals to not only arcade fans, but it also appeals to your general kind of casual person that's looking to maybe add an arcade cabinet to maybe their basement or, somewhere in their home, their bar. I think it's a great cabinet, and I actually applaud Arcade1Up for kind of doing this. It's crazy to think that a week ago I thought this thing was going to be a monstrosity, again thinking that it was going to be goldentee mixed with Mortal Kombat, but now knowing that they just pretty much made their own version of the Arcade Legends, I think this is phenomenal. And from the side of the artwork that we can see on the box, it looks great. I think this is a great cabinet, and I think this is a win, especially since, their last cabinet that they just announced, that two-player NBA Jam with the slim form factor, I felt like it was such a negative and really left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. But this one I feel is kind of a win, and I feel like it's gaining some trust back because of the fact that, again, it's an XL. A lot of people want XLs, and you know, in the end, it actually turned out to be a decent cabinet. And I think it's a win. I think they did okay. So we'll see. We'll see how well it sells. I think it's going to sell pretty good because of the fact that, again, it kind of catches two different demographics. You got your arcade fans, but you also got the casuals. And I think this cabinet appeals to the casuals. And I feel like that's really where they're going to sell the majority of these, is to the casual fans. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this does. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing a review when someone gets this into their home and really seeing how it plays, seeing, you know, how they have the whole game list kind of laid out. Is it two separate pages? Is it all going to be on one page? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So I'll definitely be keeping my eye open for some reviews. But Arcade1Up, as far as I'm concerned, you guys actually got a win today. So congratulations. Anyways, take care, you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a phenomenal day.